Hi, I'm Burke Brown, editor for the Platt Institute for Economic Research, and I wanted to start a conversation with you today about a way Nebraska could reduce its spending by more than $100 million a year. Research done by Dr. Ernie Goss of Creighton University for our latest policy study, Nebraska's Spending Habits, Are We Frugal or Frivolous?, showed that we could conceivably save approximately $102 million a year in the state of Nebraska if we simply raised our student-to-teacher ratio in the state from its current level of 13.8 just to the national median of 15.1. Now in Nebraska, we really value good educational systems for our children. It's part of our Midwestern values. We also value fiscal responsibility. And from 1999 to 2006, Nebraska has increased its K through 12 education spending by 34%, which is significantly more than what our neighboring states have done, and more than what the U.S. has done in that same time frame. Now, if you're like me, maybe we don't mind spending a little bit more for better results, especially when it comes to our kids and our educational system. But herein lies the problem. If you look at Nebraska's two biggest school districts, Omaha Public Schools and Lincoln Public Schools, there's no correlation between lower student-teacher ratios and better ACT scores. As an example, and all this information comes from the Nebraska Department of Education and covers the school years 2002 through 2003, all the way to 2007 to 2008. Now for the Omaha Public Schools, the student-to-teacher ratio has dropped in that time frame from 15.1 to 14.3. Exactly what we're striving for, lower student-teacher ratio, right? At the same time, however, their ACT scores have gone from 20.5 to 20.1. So lower student-teacher ratios, but unfortunately ACT scores are going down as well. But now at Lincoln Public Schools, their student-teacher ratio has gone up slightly from 13.6 to 13.7. But at the same time, their ACT scores have also gone up from 22.7 to 23.3. So while their student-teacher ratio is maintained and even gone up a little bit, their ACT scores have gone well up, almost a half a point. And it may not be fair to just look at Nebraska's two biggest school districts. So let's look at a couple others. North Platte Public Schools. Their student-teacher ratio has gone from 14.9 down to 14.3. And their ACT scores have gone up from 20.9 to 21.2. However, in the Fremont Public Schools, they've also had a significant drop in their student-teacher ratio from 16.2 down to 15.3. But their ACT scores have dropped from 22.0 to 21.9. So of the four school districts that we've looked at, only one shows that with the lower student-teacher ratio comes better ACT scores. There's obviously no correlation between student-teacher ratio and how well the kids are doing on their ACT scores. Nebraska needs to start the conversation about better fiscal responsibility. Dr. Ernie Goss in our study says that Nebraska could conceivably save more than $100 million a year simply by raising the student-teacher ratio to the national median. This is a conversation that we need to have in Nebraska, and I hope that you'll join me in this conversation. Thank you.